Okay, guys, and hello. Welcome to our upcoming FES show match between FES Academy Bhava versus FES Academy Riptide. My name is Daks, and hello, I am the small rectangle in the middle. No delay here and now. Let's just talk with one another in this FES show match. So FES, guys, basically is a PAC contenders team slash organization, and recently they have been looking to make some academy teams as well. They were participating early on in the previous OD season, and this time we are gonna have two of them, Bhava versus Riptide, the ones that stayed on into our upcoming matchup. Seems like we're gonna get underway into our maps already. To start things off, guys, look at this retooled OD layout right here. We got Oasis, Hollywood, Watchpoint, Gibraltar, and Horizon Lunar Colony confirmed coming our way. We're not sure what map number 5 is gonna be, or is there gonna be a map number 6. It really depends on what they need. But yeah, FES gonna be showing off into this one. We're just fixing up a few things into the lobby. Seems like the server itself was a little off, but yes, this is a show match right here, right now. And we go into Oasis, expecting a BO5 to start things off in our first map. So let's keep BO5, should always BO5 for scrimmies, but just play map once each. I'll keep the score. I'll just keep the score. Like, I'm not sure, or making sure that everything is okay. Seems like that's gonna be the case about this. Thank you guys for tuning on, and thank you guys for, you know, this. Please just hit me up. I'll try to keep score on what's going on. And so let's see if the overlay is right. Yes, it is. So FES Academy Bhava on the left hand side, Riptide on the red. And in our two rosters, we got Lone Unknown, FES Sentinel, actually Sentinel playing here for the Bhava squad with Thomas Easy Clap as well as Rebirth. So two PH players here for the Bhava side. We also got Unknown, Thomas Easy Clap, all of them rounding things up. In the meantime, for Riptide, it's Smile, It's Nova, Zion, Lil Man, Hazy, and Thunder. The thing about FES is these academy teams are pretty much more or less all SCA. I believe Lil Man is from Australia, but I'm not too sure. He does have PAC heritage. And in the meantime, here we go. We start things off on City Center. High ground already being taken here by Smile, and I believe we are also playing with hero bans. So that means there is gonna be no Mei, no Hanzo, no Orisa, as well as the Batiste. So this is a little different from what Overwatch League has in the first place, because the Open Division rule set follows the competitive ladder rather than Overwatch League compared to contenders. So it's very different, and this is really a last-minute scrim for both sides to make sure that they will be looking to go for the mate, not go for the Hanzo. Everything else just a little bit situational, but right now FES Bhava with the initial capture. So we start things off strong here for the blue hand side. It seems like the dive composition is working really well here for Bhava. And Hanzo nowhere to be seen, cannot go for those storm arrows. It's going to be very interesting tomorrow and on Sunday. We'll receive confirmation if we will have a broadcast of any OD matches this weekend. I'm still trying to book those. But by this point in time, well, right now, ready with the Crown Ridge. Disengaging, trying to find the opportunity to get on with the jump yet again. Thomas in the meantime coming close to that Dragon Blade, and Rebirth ready with the Nano Boost already. It all depends on how the Genji as well as the Ana are gonna get synced. And this Nano Blade gonna be a good way to get the win condition on. In the meantime, here we go with the contest courtesy of a Smile looking on up. Here comes the blade right now from Thomas, but an even better EMP there from Zion. One kill already, but Thomas can't get close. Counter EMP though from FES Sentinel. And it's time for the Sombra to get into the face of the Diva. Now both sides playing the Sombra, it's a good way to exploit the Diva into the meta. You just go for the hack and you go for the ult charge. But when you're dealing with Low Man and his Doomfist, well, it seems like he's gonna be slamming on down against the Infiltrator. And speaking of infiltration, here comes Unknown now jumping on in yet again. Back into the mech we go. And FES Bhava looking pretty solid so far. It seems like Riptide just unable to find their footing against the Bhava squad, especially this dive. And Lone gonna go for the Primal Rage. Good opportunity here for Smile to get the Shatter on. And two tanks to the floor. Hack even onto the Diva. Smile just hammering on away. We'll get that takedown. Sandfire now available here for Hazi, and Little Man trying to disengage, but oh, Rainbird gonna get the catch with the Fire Grenade instead. Sandfire though here from Hazi has always been one of the top Lucios in the Pacific ladder, and he's just having a good time rolling on in. Very aggressive play right here, right now from Riptide, and they just tear apart their opponents. It seems like Bhava on the back foot, but the dive has been working pretty well from them so far. So we'll see if we can get a little more other content later on, probably after the matches. But right now, these players are very focused because the story of this Showmatch scrim is basically both sides had their scrims cancelled at the same time. So might as well give a little bit of the FES community as well, the PC community, a taste of what T3 can do beyond Open Division. Speaking of that though, here comes the opening. It's Nova with the self-destruct into the EMP from Zion. Rebirth, the one caught out in the blast rages in FES. Riptide coming on back with authority. A little bit of an issue with Smile and his Reinhardt was really trying to find his footing onto the point itself. It was really Bhava putting on the pressure and just roaming around that map. They got the jump onto that high ground earlier on, and with the dive, it's a lot easier to go for these takes and retakes compared to having the Rhine in this specific setup. There's a lot of movement space for Lone and Unknown to jump on in. And speaking of the jump, here comes Thomas now with the Nano Blade. Thunder though, immediately the target. He gets sliced and diced up. One frag though for the Nano Blade, not worth it. Smile though, unable to get the shatter in time, even with the Nano Boost, thanks to the efforts here from the two Sombras. And Bhava with a point on back. For the retake though, for the right hand side, it's Nova just trying to contest as much as possible to get that overtime on. But as overtime takes away, Sentinel has this EMP. It's gonna be an easy way to shut things down, especially with the silence. And Sentinel is proving to be one of the proper Sombras into the scene. Here comes Smile though, Shatter gonna get cancelled! A little too telegraphed, and here we go now with the EMP, making sure the Reinhardt is not gonna have a good day. Who needs the Mei when the Sombra is just gonna make you miserable? Hazi in the meantime buying time. Sandfire right here, right now. Little Man looking for the offensive against the Ana, but Rebirth staying alive. Good feel here from Bhava as Lone and Unknown come on back yet again. It's Nova right now. Gonna get stunned out. Gets the mech. Little Man though with the uppercuts. And with Thomas on the high ground, just striking on in. Right click is about. It's Nova going down. Here comes the EMP now from Zion. Riptide desperate to try and get this point back. But it seems like it's not enough because Hazi falls finally. And Bhava gonna get this one.
Always leave yourself a back door.
Enemies over there.
Score.
Give me a sec, guys. Let's just quickly confirm the rosters real quick so we can talk about the players a little more. And if you do want to support FES, check out the command. It'll help you out to go to their Twitter, where they're pretty active so far in and about the scene. Yes, it seems like this is the real Sentinel experience. Playing on, going for Bhava's side. They're showing it up, and we go again. In the meantime, how FES not really having, they've had a pretty solid run in Contenders Week 1. And we'll see if they will do even better into the upcoming one. Sentinel though roaming around, trying to find the opportunity. Throws the chance to cater into the middle. And Lone and Unknown still staying on the dive. But I like the strategy here from Riptide. They go for the high ground first with Smile and it's Nova, trying to take control of the center. Interesting enough though, they're not playing the McCree, so they aren't gonna have any kind of turret gameplay. It isn't gonna be the Watchtower here and now on Gardens, but Smile and Hazi just rampaging. Does the pin connect? No, Thomas able to get on away. But Riptide still in position with this one as Hazi on the Brigitte this time, looking for some stuns, looking to find the opportunity. There you go, the CC as well as the silence. It seems like we're not playing a shooter game, it's more like a MOBA into this one, as Zion and Hazi providing a lot of utility for the Riptide squad. So right now they are down one, but Lone trying to march on in. It seems like Bhava has decided, hey, let's try to mirror things up. And the EMP online here for Sentinel already. In the meantime, all about those stuns, all about that brawl. Easy clap and Hazi trying to brawl with one another. But no, it's gonna be a silence off the fort. Thomas gonna get that Dragon Blade on out as well. Reaver though doesn't have a nano boost, so Thomas has to play it safe. 2 frags on the board. Little Man turns it around with the Rock Punch. And now moving his attention onto Rebirth, but here comes the easy clap to go for the peel. And with the nano boost available here for the Bhava side, they can go for a pretty clutch play using one of their heroes. Still though, Zion right now with the self-destruct. EMP rather from Zion, self-destruct from It's Nova, and the D.Va marching on in yet again. Smile right now, getting a shatter in time, but only gets rebirth. Diana onto the floor, able to wake on up, easy clap right now. Now the boosted, and Unknown actually getting the bomb onto Lil Man along the way. 2 frags on the board, but Bhava had to fight for that. It was a worthwhile effort though for the blue hand side. They take the point and find Stranglers to kill at the end of it. So Bhava getting it back, and Riptide looking to come and take that point in their favor. 55%, only halfway in terms of the marker. A minute and 40 to actually get the whole point and more, depending on that overtime. And you know, I didn't really know for a while that every percent is a second. Apparently, that's what they said. So when you get to 100, you held the point for a minute and 40. But here we go with the EMP right now from Sentinel into the Shatter alone. Able to knock things down after the setup. Sentinel trying to disengage, but does get pulled away by It's Nova. Little Man right now though. Rocket Punch as well as the Meteor Strike. Charging it up onto Rebirth. Hazy getting the Shield Bash on Lone, and Unknown getting the face. And here we go with the charge, but seems like Lone stuck with his shift ways and now getting bullied by Hazy. Thunder gonna get the snipe on yet again. Unknown right now will get DMX'd, and Riptide taking it back. Seems like this Reinhardt versus Reinhardt fights looking a little more in favor of Riptide. Bhava just too far off in terms of that positioning, leaving a few behind. And Bhava needs to realize that they need to rotate alongside their main tank by this point. You can see Lone and Unknown working really well together, but where is the rest? Sentinel though, of course, in infiltration mode yet again. But Zion in the meantime, ready with that EMP. And look for the counterplay. Does get the half only. Shield Bash is there. Well played there from the Riptide squad. But will it be enough? It seems like Thomas can still pack a punch, and in this case, get the slice and dice. So close to falling off the abyss, but so little time. Little Man trying to get the kill. Not gonna get it. 30 HP and the Dream Shields whittling down. And Sentinel with the opportunity to get that shutdown. Bhava right now looking for the retake. Oh, didn't channel that fully. Unfortunate for the Sombra, but anyway, 63% and counting. 1 fight territory though for the red hand side if they get the capture on back. Riptide having 3 ultimates ready to go. A bomb as well as an EMP. Gonna be pretty solid here. We'll see if the timing is right. Thomas though popping that deflect. And Bhava moving around, trying to get that scouting information. The Genji very wily and very speedy to get all the notice in the world. EMP right now, though only gonna get Rebirth, I believe. Counter EMP right now, and self-destructs are in the air. Unknown getting the bounce onto the rooftop, and it flops onto It's Nova and Zion. Lil Man the wind punch, and again Lone right now rampaging on the inside. And the Shisha room gonna be a place of rest and relaxation for the corpses of Riptide. But Lil Man right now looking pretty big. 2 frags on the board, absolute hero play. It's not gonna be enough. And Unknown looking to get in the way of It's Nova. There's the touchdown from Zion. Good thrust here from Riptide. Know exactly how to coordinate. And an boost onto the Tracer might be the pack punch that they need. Lone right now gonna get spotted all alone there. Zion gonna get that takedown. Opportunities taken by the Tracer. And this is exactly what Riptide needs to come on back. It's the Zion show by this point in time. And did you guys know that there is a national park called Zion? He's showing that he is a true force of nature here and now. Zion right now going over to the left hand side. Rebirth wants to go for the touch. It's not gonna happen with Smile just giggling on the other side.
Score 1-1.
All tied up, and we are going to a 1-1 in this show match. We're not sure if we're gonna do 4, 5, or 6 maps. We only have 4 maps confirmed as of the moment. It really depends on the time this all ends, because again guys, this is basically a 2-hour scrim block before open division tomorrow. In the meantime, we're looking at the rosters real quick, and I believe here for FES, where is it? Bhava. Where is my roster? I was looking for it the other day, and I know it's on the socials as we move into university. Seems like it's still gonna be the Sombra show here and now. Thomas versus Little Man though. Genji versus the Doomfist yet again. All about comfort, all about seeing how this is gonna go. And Bhava right now looking to get in position onto the points. Smile doing the same. It's Nova though onto that high ground, and I like how the D.Va is just trying to protect Little Man as much as possible. It just doesn't happen though, thanks to the stun there. Thomas gonna get the slice on. Sentinel even catching out Smile, and Bhava starting things off strong. So Sombra now looking for a hack. giving chase against It's Nova. Goodbye, says the Diva. Goes for the reset already. Doesn't get staggered too much here. But Bhava, with just a better fight there. There's a little bit of the problem with running the Doomfist all throughout. It comes to the point where it is readable. It is a good way to exploit matchups against lower tiered opponents. But the thing about playing against Doomfist, it's all about adjusting your movements, adjusting your positioning. And right now, with how clunky it is to play the Doomfist, if you get caught out without an ability, well, you are gonna be a sitting duck. Lomando showing that this duck can quack and this duck can peck on over. Gets a punch onto Lone yet again. Rally in the meantime here now from Easy Clap, but Smile notices the opportunity. Easy Shatter here and now. And Thunder bringing the lightning. Thomas going down. The two Andas fighting. Zion gonna get that takedown. And FES Riptide coming on back to get this one. Zion looking to get in position with his EMP, and Riptide trying to play the economy game, looking to go online with 5 other ultimates. Solid use there of the Shatter. They picked off Lone. It was an easy time all throughout. Rebirth in the meantime, close to that nano boost, and Thomas has the blade. So Bhava gonna have their win condition on, and oh, Sentinel takes care of Zion! Opportunity for Bhava to win it out already! Double jump to get on top, get that thrust on! Wants to go for the Ana, wants to go for the Brigitte. Thomas far enough to actually get away from the self-destruct. And perfect time here from Bhava. Sacrificial Lamb. My name is Sentinel, I believe. Zion going down was exactly the pick that Bhava needed. But there you go, the Meteor Strike. Little man right now, all hacked up. Needs to stay alive. Smile in the meantime, quite low already. Unknown giving chase. Zion though in the face of adversity. And Rebirths actually getting those 2 kills. Solid efforts on the back line of FES Bhava, proving that they can be lethal too. Even going for the hits onto the Ana. Can Rebirth get that penultimate pick onto Thunder? The biotic rifle shots though, just showing his position. And right now, Bhava can be looking to rotate back to the points. Zion in the meantime, ready to go onto the left-hand side. One big Translocate. Gonna be an EMP to remember. But good positioning so far for Bhava. Oh, 4 gonna get affected into this one. Sentinel actually caught in the blast radius there. And the Sombra all alone will get taken down. Lone disengaging, leaving Sentinel to his fate. Rebirth in the meantime still staying there. Sounds drop right here, right now from Unknown. And Smile eating the sleep dart, eating the stun. Enough is enough. FES Bhava looking to bully their way into this victory. Was Lone nano boosted up, holding the left click strong. The hammer swinging. And there we go with the Shatter finally connecting onto the staircase. FES Bhava, even with the EMP to celebrate. And 7% left. Desperate times calls for different measures. Shatter right there from Smile doesn't get much. Thomas now with the Dragon Blade sees little man, and he will get cut into itty bitty pieces by this point. Has he back on the Lucio, gets caught. Hacked right now on the Zion, can't clutch it out this time. It's Nova will get demeched as well, and here comes the self-destructor from It's Nova. Oh, Thomas literally jumps into the self-destruct. The Diva getting the kill there onto the Genji, but will it be enough here for Riptide to come on back? Another pick will be helpful, but just doesn't happen. Thunder going down, has he hacked up yet again, and this time no one can touch. It is gonna be the Bhava squad taking the victory. 2-1. Would have been a little dangerous if someone went 2-0 because we didn't have all the maps, but whatever it is the case, well done to Bhava taking this first map in our show match. There you go, cards all abound, and Bhava taking those. Solid effort so far. In the meantime, we're just going to be updating real quick on to our map scores. And yes, Bhava takes the first map there, 2-1. And we are done with Oasis into this matchup. Let's actually put the score real quick. Oasis 2-1. There you go. There you go, guys. This is what we have so far. We're waiting on for confirmation for map number 5, but next we get into Hollywood. So far so good though for Bhava, really working really well with Sentinel and the rest of the crew. In the meantime, you know, here for Riptide we have Smile and It's Nova right now. It's Nova, of course, from, I believe he's from, I'm not sure if he's from America or if he's from Malaysia. I think he's from the US actually, but Zion has been showing up with his DPS from Malaysia. Little man, as he said before, from Australia. Hazi, obviously from Singapore, has been a long time player there, and finally Thunder is also from Malaysia. In the meantime, here for the Bhava squad, Unknown is from Singapore. Rebirth is from Philippines alongside Lone. Not too sure about the rest. I think Easy Clap is from Singapore too. Singapore Korean, if I may not be mistaken. Yes, dude, I'm trying, okay? I'm trying to use the database while we're talking about things. But yes, Bhava with the one map advantage. Seems like we are gonna get ready to go. Bhava will be on the first defense. We're staying on with them on the blue hand side. Riptide on the red. Anytime we take a break, we'll go for the non-cam option. But anyway, it's time to get into Hollywood. It's been a pretty even fight so far. Going 2-1 is always a pleasure. But anyway, in this show match, we move into the streets of LA. And Hollywood gonna be showing us the stars. Will we see some Academy stars show up here? That's gonna be the real question. So how you guys doing? Seems like everyone just having some fun. Nova is American but lives in Thailand. There you go, guys. See, we're counting things up, and overall it's been a fun session so far. I'm fine. You're doing great, guys. You're doing great. You're doing great. Dude, I looked at the flags. Okay, there were flags on the Twitter, and I was like, oh, I know that flag. I know that flag from somewhere, and there you go. Anyway, into Hollywood this time. Lone Unknown, Sentinel, Thomas, Clap, and Raybird versus Smiley, Nova, Zion, Lilman, Hazy, and Thunder. As far as I know, these squads do have more than 6 members, but we aren't seeing any substitutions as of yet. Very interesting to see those Sentinel run the field into this one. As Lone, maybe playing that Reinhardt, but you know that's what a show match is all about. Having one of those players from the main roster, dropping on over to help out the academy, and always a way to go. But anyway, yes, it is going to be the Doomfist here of Thomas so far, moving around. In the meantime, Smile on this Reinhardt. It's Nova with the Diva yet again. Ryan Diva pretty much the meta. It seems like Zion and Lil Man still staying on with that Sombra Doomfist. But oh, Rebirths! Knowing the buy grenade spots! Literally slams it down. That's a pretty impressive buy grenade spot there from Rebirths. Just throwing it a Hail Mary to the other side. In the meantime though, there we go with the Sleep Guard Smile. Find the brawl. Fire grenade being tossed as well. Little man though looking to disengage. Here we go with the top up. And Thomas gonna get hacked on up. Doomfist versus Doomfist. Sombra versus Sombra. Gonna be a little difficult though with those halves all around. But beautiful counter punch there from Thomas. Catches out Lil Man as he literally whizzes on through. Smile though in the proper spot at the proper time. Thomas right now gonna get the punch on. But this is gonna be a Riptide already. Washing over the shores of this first point. Sentinel trying to spray and pray to get the anti-hack on. Lone in the meantime hiding on the inside. But it seems like the Reinhardt wants to be the lone survivor. Not gonna happen. A minute on in, Riptide able to overrun the front line and move to Westworld already. Anyway, here we go yet again now into the second part of Hollywood. All about the high ground, we might see a few snipers abound. But interesting enough, it's Thomas going for the Pharah. That's a little bit dangerous if they swap over to that Widowmaker. No Hanzo means it's really going to be the Widow or the Ashe in this regard. So no real double sniper threats to begin with. Might be a little easier to play that Pharah even in the Overwatch League with both McCree and Widowmaker banned. We'll see how this goes as Thomas now making it rain some rockets. Sees the self-destruct available from It's Nova. Beautiful EMP though from Zion. Gonna ground basically those flyers, and that is gonna be a bomb to remember. 3-4 frags on the board. FES Bhava taking the brunt of damage, and it's Nova getting the explosion that he needs. Solid efforts there from Zion, getting the EMP, grounding Thomas to begin with. In the meantime, it seems like the Red Diva looking to make sure that no one will go to that high ground. But this is going to be a slow and steady push here from Riptide side on recon duty. Lil Man in the meantime finding the opportunity, but forced to meet the strike out quickly by Sentinel. Good blow up there by Sentinel. Only close just in time. to force the meter strike. And now it's time for that EMP play. Unknown gonna get two. We see little man literally trying to get on the way, but a corpse bounces on over, and Smile getting caught in the blast rages as well. In the meantime, it's Zion versus Sentinel yet again. Thomas coming on back, takes care of one. Thunder falling on over, and it's Nova nowhere to reset. Trying to get on the way. It seems like they're still gonna go for the kill. As the baby diva being staggered there. Zion might be the next target, might be the next casualty into this one. But Riptide in the meantime trying to find map control. Sentinel though all over those med packs already, making sure that Bhava has the economy in this location. In the meantime, 3 ultimates ready to go for Bhava. They're gonna be coming close to the Valkyrie as well, so Easy Clap can easily move around, make sure that everyone is topped up and keeping Thomas in a proper spot. Now, big notice is really the hack there from Zion onto potentially Unknown. Londo hacked up instead. Smile right now with the shatter. Here we go with the EMP. Sound barrier in response from Hazi. And here comes the rain, but Thomas unable to get much done. Thunder instead getting back on the board. And a beautiful cannon play there from Riptide. They found the opportunities. The hack onto the Reinhardt was enough. Quad shot immediately. Rebirth with a sliver of HP. He knows though he is gonna die soon. Sentinel, oh, here we go, the Fire Grenade. Apparently the Sombra saving the day, but Bhava has to get out of dodge. There was a good effort there from Hazi, almost got the kill, but Rebirth with the clutch shot to end it all. In the meantime, here we go, the punch, Rebirth to the wall. Londo getting the charge on in yet again. And Zion right now, fallen on over, unfortunate victim of the Pain Brigade. Still, walls are never your friend. With the Reinhardts and the Doomfists in tow, well, you can never feel safe at the corners of the map. Sandbar though, used up there by Hazi earlier on, so it can be a little difficult if they decide to directly face against the self-destruct. In the meantime, Speed Boost is going to be very, very effective in that regard. Nano Boost now available here for Thunder. And trying to get as many shots as possible. Here we go though with Easy Clap. Valkyrie pop. Self-destruct there as well, and it's Nova! Gonna get 3 into that one. That is the bomb that Riptide actually needs to get things in their favor. And this is a clean push. Truly VIPs of Hollywood. They deserve their own walk in the Starfolk. There you go, guys. Riptide taking that one. 3:18 on the clock. Impressive. Impressive. Fireworks at the tail end. And you can really see that these guys are lining up already for their hands and the paw prints on to the Chinese theater.
Hello? Anyone out there?
Nerf this indeed. The EMP plays have been pretty huge here from both sides. It's really interesting to see FES really practicing this Sombra a lot. And many have said that, you know, Sombra can actually come back into a full meta swing, but right now there's just so much powerhouses between the Hanzo, the McCree, the Mei, as well as the Reaper. With 2 of them gone, you might need to go a little lower onto the ladder. Pharah might come back, Sombra might come back a little more than usual. Not about that utility, you can always play that Genji if you're good at it. And it seems like Thomas is trying to prove what he can in the first place. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, FES Bhava gonna go for the attack, and Sentinel sticks on with this Sombra. In the meantime, Zion doing the same has been pretty much a worthy competitor against Sentinel in the pure matchup. Lamando has been on Doomfist Brigade all throughout, really just looking to pack a punch, looking to destroy his opposition. And trying to go for a little bit of escape action here on Hollywood. Similar to Eichenwald, you hide on the side and you can easily charge up that size exam to a full 100 plus. We'll see though. Let's actually watch Little Man in his rotation. What is he gonna be up to? He has his abilities ready to go. Smile, telling everyone where the opponents are. And it seems like Little Man is looking to pounce. Lone actually hacked up. Zion giving the opportunity, but Little Man is still staying on. Doomfist actually spotted, and here comes... Oh no, he slips on the other side! Might be a disengage there. We'll see if that was really part of Riptide's plan, but it seems like they wanted to engage onto that second floor already. In the meantime, speaking of Little Man, he gets hacked up. Easy Clap though, getting back on the board. It's a 1-1 trade so far. Bhava still has a chance to actually get this point back, but without the Winston, it's gonna be a very difficult defender. Unknown now diving on in. Catches Little Man for a surprise. But this is gonna be the baby trying to get on the way. Sentinel in the meantime sees Smile, wanted to go for the kill, doesn't get the opportunity. And FES Bhava has to reset. Oh, it's Nova. Turn around. Doesn't happen. And eventually, that is going to be a kill. It's pretty funny stuff here so far from both sides. But Riptide showing that defense can be a little more ironclad and holding on to this first point. Anyway though, FES Riptide going on to the outside, self-destruct is available. They might be playing a little bit of the security guard action here and now. Will they be the substitutes though for the people at the border? As unknown, going up on top, opportunity to catch out Zion, doesn't get it. Sentinel in the meantime goes to that EMP already. Hack onto the Diva. Knows that is a target of opportunity if he can get the shots on. Smile though, quite low. And Lone just gonna tase him down. Where was the healing there? Yes, Little Man into the backline. Nano boosted up. 1-1 trade so far. Punch not connecting. And a self-destruct. Lone cannot hide behind the fern. He's a little too fat there. Gonna get caught with his monkey butts sticking out of the shrubs. And Sentinel getting back on the board, but it's still not enough for Bhava. They're really struggling on this offense. Seems like the coordination on the dive not as potent in this map type. We'll see though with the Nano Blade Intel and Lone coming close to that Primal Rage. Unknown in the meantime playing Bunny Blaster, an arcade shooter apparently here in Overwatch. And FES Bhava back in full strength. EMP Nano Blade gonna be huge. Last time they were looking for a play like this, they got to pick off on Zion. Riptide has to be wary of a play like that, has to be wary and make sure the Sombra survives. Sentinel though trying to go for the toss, and here comes the EMP! Catches out Thomas, but the blade isn't whipped out, so Bhava can wait it out. They can decide, okay, we lost this fight, the EMP came, just be as disciplined as possible, dying left, right, and center right now, and this is Riptide right now, just getting the tentacles on to Bhava, slithering on in. Beautiful EMP there from Zion, and the right hand side able to survive another full minute. Anyway though, with the EMP still available, no fat shaming here guys. You can't really deny that this Winston's hips don't lie. As here comes the Primal Rage into the field, but self-destruct as well as the EMP gonna get nothing as an unfortunate combination there from Bhava. And Little Man is looking for the punish. Thomas yet again hacked up. Desperate times goes for desperate measures, and they go for the blade still. Bhava throwing everything they have already, trying to get the cuts. Gets two so far, but will it be enough? Thomas unable to get his tank engine on yet again. And Lone trying to protect the Genji, but Thomas will eat the uppercut. The shorter you can connecting there from the Doomfist. Sentinel though onto the Tracer this time, proving to be more direct on the damage. And yet again, a Tracer swap really goes in favor of the side that goes for it. Seems like time is on the side of the Speedsters. And with 2 ticks taken, Smile swaps over to the Wrecking Ball to try and finesse. Riptide really wants to win this fight here and now, but no contest whatsoever until Little Man slams into the corner. Here comes Zion though. He's trying to get the EMP. It's Nova that has to get loose to self-destruct. And Rebirth caught into the corner will get taken down. Overtime now gonna take away. Both sides having an even fight here. Lone though quite low, just a good focus fire out, and the Winston will shut that down. But they're not looking at the right targets. And Lone gonna stay alive to get that takedown. Here comes Smile though. Power driver onto Medi, but the pulse bomb from FES. Sentinel gonna get that takedown. Hazy though still a force to be reckoned with. And they have to disengage because Unknown puts the self-destruct on top of the limousine. Solid efforts here for both sides, and thank you to Linzer for this quiet little raid. As Lone in the meantime is coming close to this Primal Rage. Zion though, EMP at the ready. We'll see Riptide can actually seal the deal here and now as the payload being pushed all throughout. It's already action onto the rooftops. The Smile and Lone Winston aerial battle is like Cirque du Soleil, except with monkeys. I think it's the blood of King Kong or something, but there you go. Apparently the beast's gonna fall on down. Sentinel gonna get that takedown onto Smile, but Lil Man as well as Thunder working together to get the punch to remember. Riptide right now forcing even that Nano boost on. It's Nova trying to get into the front lines and stay tanky enough. Thomas though disengaging, waiting for Rebirths to get that Nano boost on. And a few shots here from Rebirth gonna be enough. Missing unfortunately onto Hazy. Center of mass gonna be a good way to hit that Lucia while riding around. But anyway, a little bit of a reset here on both sides. Ain't no rest for the wicked apparently as the dive fighting yet again on the high ground. The Winston and the Diva poking at each other till one of them falls. Seems like it's Nova gonna be dropping on down instead. Now a lot of movements here for FES Bhava, but there you go with the EMP in response. Zion as well as Nova putting on the pressure. They get Rebirth first. And Riptide right now having a 3-man advantage, should be a mop up by this point. Not the worst loss though for Bhava. They still have that Nana Blade and they have forced the use of the EMP. All they need to do now is make sure that Thomas doesn't get hacked into this one. I'll see how this is gonna pan out. Sentinel looking to get in position. Unknown even throwing a few of those micro missiles. And to the high ground goes Bhava, but no, Riptide. They're gonna say this is our territory, this is our 3 forts. And no girls allowed, or no divas allowed in this instance. Unknown trying to step on. Here we go though with that blade. Let's see if the Weeaboo can make things happen as Thomas gets a slice of dice on the little man. Maybe, just maybe, he has a sushi sword somewhere. The Genji getting one. Even the D-Mech onto its Nova, but not really the best value here. Still gonna be an opportunity for Riptide to really come on back and smile with the Power Rage is gonna be the fuse into this engagement. Thunder though catches out Rebirth. Riptide getting even trade so far, and this is looking really good here for the defense. Overtime not taking away Thomas with the deflect, unable to survive as the fire grenade gets tossed at his feet. He's a clap in the meantime with a sound barrier, but Bhava running out of bodies to put onto that limousine. Let the bodies hit the floor, and easy clap gonna be the first one there. Unknown in the meantime getting booped on away, and Ken said that they'll get the touch on, translocate into the front line. Rebirth gonna be there as well. Desperate times from the scientist. The EMP into the self-destruct might be enough. Lone surviving, but cannot touch after the punch, and Riptide gets one back. We are all tied up 1 apiece in that scoreline.
Play of the game.
Player game over there. Seems like we had a little bit of an issue on the overlay, but there you go. Should be all good now. 1-1 though in terms of a scoreline. Sorry about that. Hey, this is a pretty exciting fight, and Riptide this time getting things back in their favor. What was the score? 3-1? Yeah, it was 3-1 with a pretty big time bank. And yes, Riptide showing that, hey, we still have the fights, we can go for this. And it really goes to show that both of these squads are pretty evenly matched, really trying to make that playoff run happening. But yes, Hollywood now taken by the Riptide squads, and we'll be going into Watchpoint Gibraltar next. Now, these maps are pretty new in terms of the pool, as we only recently had the map pool adjusted thanks to the new season. So it does take a while for these guys to acclimate yet again. Sure, some of these maps they play in customs and pugs and whatever, but at the same time, it's still a completely different environment in terms of being in the scrim. There you go. We'll be taking a 3-minute break though before Watchpoint Gibraltar starts. Seems like the team's gonna talk it out. But 1-1 right now. Oasis going in favor of Bhava, but Riptide coming on back, taking Hollywood with a full cap. We'll see you guys in just a bit for the rest of this FES Academy show match. Okay guys, and welcome back. Seems like we're gonna get started into our map number 3. And yes guys, FES Academy, basically these two teams are more or less from the Pacific region, more or less from the SEA region, with very few outliers. It's very different from the contenders ecosystem where you got a lot of Korean squads, and FES are really trying to push for the Pacific scene to get more and more of the recognition. Right now, you can even say FES doesn't have a full Pacific roster, as there are a lot of Koreans, but they do have that Vietnamese representation, which is always much appreciated. If you're looking into the pure stats though, you can say that Grey Leaves is you can even say this, that's not about being part of Pacific. It's about, like, Green Leaves is the only team without any Koreans right now. But you know, it has always been a fair game. It has always been the way to go, even with region lock on.
Arriving at
It's like half
Watchpoint,
Korean,
Gibraltar.
half Pacific, but at least it was still there. So hopefully things turn for the better, and hopefully as well one of these two teams make it to playoffs. Hopefully both of them actually make it to playoffs and move in to try and really contend with the best of the best. Show that Pacific is not a dead region. But seems like we are gonna get started into Watchpoint Gibraltar. There you go guys, our results so far. Oasis and Hollywood already done and dusted, but here we go with our third map, gonna be the Escort map site in Gibraltar. Hey guys, remember when Watchpoint Gibraltar had 4 points instead of 3? Good times. Good times.
Ready for battle.
Anyway, here we go yet again. FES Bhava on the defense and the FES Riptide on the attack. Last time though, we had a payload scenario. It was just FES Riptide winning out with momentum after momentum. Smile in the meantime. Perfect balance onto that pendulum swing. It seems like he is the wrecking ball as the Winston, going around and around. Exactly what this is, prime Winston cosplay right here. You gotta go for the lore and play with the tire, to say the least. Anyway though, Bhava gonna be defending with the Ryan Diva. Seems like they are gonna be focusing their defenses on to the tunnel rather than moving around the map. Usually when you have the Winston, you can leap on in, leap on out, but not really fights in that pit. But with Lon, he is gonna be the pit fighter. He is gonna be going for the brawl, and hopefully his hammer can toil on down and swing with the best of them. In the meantime, It's Nova went for the Road Dog first. Might have been an opportunity to get a poke or two. But he goes on to Divas. Here comes a dive, courtesy of Riptide. Thomas, though, onto Doofus this time. Shows that the Riptide squad that, hey, I can actually play the Doofus too. And Thomas right now with 2 kills. Beautiful sleep back though from Thunder to shut things down. But will it be enough? No, he gets caught out of position trying to push that payload. And FES Bhava defending that corner. The crux of their defense gonna be all about dropping on down, all about fighting for that payload down below. Ambitious fire strike there from Lon. If he actually caught Lil Man, I would be impressed. But Zion now swaps over to the Widowmaker instead. Remember guys, Widow is banned in Overwatch League and Contenders, if I remember correctly, not in Open Division. It follows the pool from the competitive play rather than the Tier 1, Tier 2 scene. Which is an interesting way to go about things. I would have expected, honestly, that... I actually don't know. Like, it's a little weird that there is that desync, but, you know, it really depends on what audience are going on. Who am I to ask? Who am I to question what Blizzard does constantly? As Zion right now gets the headshot on the rebirth. Beautiful volley as well. Catches out Thomas. Now looking for Lone. 3 shots on the board. And that is going to be heads dinging on in. It's like a casino lighting on up. And Zion with the jackpot so far. Sees easy clap right now. Looking to line it up. Smile instead with that takedown. Another headshot. Another kill. Zion completely on fire right now. Big time back here for Riptide. And you really see where they shine. In hyper-offensive comps, in more offensive outlooks, and map types that allow them to just keep their snowball on. That's really where Riptide shines into the game. Anyway, though, Smile trying to go for the pokes, fighting against It's Nova, Lone and Unknown in the meantime, ready with the Winston Diva, and we'll see the self-destruct. Will it be enough? Zion, though, in for sights, primed up. Riptide pushing that payload pretty easily with the Winston and the Diva cutting the corners as well as making sure those dates are sealed. As in the meantime, sound barriers available, but they might get caught here way too far forward. Not gonna get punished though by the Bhava squad. Rebirth in the meantime, Xanabu's at the Bravely, and here we go with Sentinel, going for that EMP, counter standby though from Hazi, good positioning to hide to make sure that he's not going to get affected by that silence. Lone though catches out one, Bhava trying to come on back, but it's Nova killing him in response. 2 for 1 trade so far, the offense able to make things happen, and Zion and Little Man working together to bring out the damage. 2 headshots yet again, this Widowmaker looking unstoppable every single time the sightlines are there, and FES Riptide gonna be proud of their Widow here, and now their sniper fire completely on point. And 5 minutes on the time back, this is looking really good for Riptide yet again. All Riptide so far, and Bhava has to figure things out. It was a hot start for them, taking Oasis by storm, but it seems like as soon as Riptide was back in full force, well, it has all been them all throughout. It's been a struggle for the offenses of Bhava in that previous map. Will it be the same scenario here? The Riptide in the meantime having clear paths. Now pushing the payload, trying to get to the corner. Unknown though. Rolling against its Nova. Even though right now with it stays on down yet again. Lone engaging on. Sees the opportunity on the Thunder, but unable to get it. Instead it's Unknown, Thomas, and Sentinel getting back on the board. The Widowmaker here and now from Sentinel. And look how ambitious Bhava is playing, even going on top of the plane. Good creativity here and now from Sentinel. You can really see why he is part of that roster. But Bhava moving on over to the right-hand side. Thomas in the meantime coming close to that plate. He's back on the Genji. He's very comfortable with the hero to begin with. In the meantime, Hazi though, rotating on, moving to the left-hand side, trying to get a wall ride, making sure that he can get a boop on down onto any proper targets. And Hazi of course can just drop if need be. Riptide though, going for the slow and steady push. They're unable to really find the lines that they need. Sentinel causing havoc in behind. An HP away. Doesn't get the med back in time. And Smile giving the Riptide squad the opening that they need. Londo looking to be the powerhouse instead. Nana boosted up. Gets sleep darted as well. And Thunder shutting down that Winston. Self-destruct from Unknown. Not gonna get much. And systematic automatic there from Riptide. They knew the sleep dart was gonna wind on down. Turn around. They get rid of Lone in that instance. No, playing alone, not the best way to go about things. Thomas though ready with the Hero Blade. We'll see if the Dragon can make it to that payload. Unknown buying time. But Thomas right now, whipping it out. Wants to go for Zion first. But the Widowmaker completely pocketed by Thunder. Unfortunately, it's not enough. Bhava getting one pick. Will it be the game changer here? Soundfire though from Hazi. Gonna keep them alive in this fight. And Easy Clap getting punched into oblivion. Sentinel though with a counter frag takes care of Thunder. High ground now being taken here and now by Sentinel. And just the movement from the Widowmaker really forcing Riptide to make tough decisions. But right now with Sentinel gone, it's gonna be 3 frags that they need. All around though, Unknown trying to rotate. A clock gonna be going on around yet again. But 2:32 on the clock, that's gonna be the finish there. Unknown unable to stay alive. And it seems like the Wrecking Ball just getting broken there, unable to tail time. But here you go, you see the time back, 2:32. Riptide yet again, solid offense all throughout. And there's really not much to criticize on Riptide's offense. Sure, the first fight wasn't really the best, but as soon as they got up to the second gear, it really was them not letting up. Gas. They're stepping on the gas and just rotating, just moving around, making sure that they are being very proactive with their offense. In the meantime, Sentinel bringing in a different flavor here for Bhava, and honestly the Widowmaker really showing that hey, if you move around the map like this, you're gonna be an even bigger threat than before. But unfortunately it just was enough, and the rest of Bhava has to keep up with their DPS intel.
Time to check the to-do list.
Anyway though, let's get into another round of action here on Watchpoint Gibraltar. Lone and Unknown looking to work together yet again. Let's see if the Winston and the Diva gonna work out into this one. Smile and its Nova though gonna be playing the Winston Diva on the defense this time. It's more about making sure that high ground is in favor of Riptide over anything else. As though moving around, let's hear the jazz here from our Lucio. And always Hazi getting into spaces that you would never expect. This guy getting to Grandmasters as the Lucio, going higher and higher, working really well with his other roles. A lot of good things to say about both squads, but right now, Riptide is the one showing their true potential. Interesting enough though, Sentinel, as well as Thomas, looking to get to that high ground. The Symmetra here from Thomas, trying to find a way to the bridge. It's just not gonna be enough as Hazi gets the boot on down. He'll do the same yet again. Easy clap staying on. And in the meantime, punched up by Lil Man. But Lone on points, pushing that payload as much as possible. It seems like Bhava has the element of the low ground in their advantage. If they can get the pick up on the smile early, this is going to be a good opportunity to them. Riptide right now, disengaging with the dive. Sentinel though with a punch onto Hazi. It seems like the Lucia just overextending a little too much. And Thelma still staying with the Symmetra. They want to keep this one because they want to fight into this tunnel. They want to make sure that they have priority, that they have extra damage all throughout. The Little Man finding Sentinel. He doesn't want to engage though. Sees the sentry turrets. Wants to make sure that the teleporter will go down instead. Not much utility here. And now for Bhava. And this push looking a little dicey. There you go with the hack from Zion. He's close to the EMP, but the beam is in his face. Forces the translocate on Natto. And a 1-for-1 trade so far. Unknown trying his best with the self-destruct. Doesn't get much there. In the meantime, here comes the fight yet again to the high ground. Goes Bhava. Teleporter action in full force. But unfortunately for Rebirth, he gets caught in the crossfire, gets taken down. Now the photo barrier available here for Thomas. He's trying to get the tracking on. And this beam is looking pretty strong as It's Nova cannot block the damage there. In behind though, Lil Man right now trying to go for the punish against Lone. It's Nova isolating poor Unknown and his baby Diva in no man's land by this point. Bhava unable to really coordinate after the teleporter play. Unknown getting staggered here and now no one to save him, no one to shoot. And sure, he's coming close to the self-destruct. There you go with the sleep darts and goodbye to Unknown. We never even knew his name, guys. We never even knew his name. But anyway, here comes Little Man right now. Sees the corner. Easy punch there. Riptide is basically just playing their strategy to a solid degree. Staying on the high ground, making sure they have the first impact, they have the tactical advantage against the opposition. And this might not work here for Bhava. Every single time the Little Man is seeing them in that corner, he drops down, gets the punch, and that is going to be a kiss goodnight to one player. Lone though, attacking it up. Gives the opportunity for Bhava to push on in. Lone, interesting enough, decides to go for the charge. And with that, the shield in. So that's an EMP onto 6. Beautiful cleanup here from Riptide. Lone getting blown on up. Thomas still falls on over to Little Man. And this is going to be 4 frags on the board here for Riptide. Exactly what they needed to do. Completely crisp clear. And the EMP onto 6. Just the icing on the cake. In the meantime, there you go. Look at this engagement. It's Nova. His self-destruct will get protected. Lone just trying to hammer on in, but it just doesn't pan out well. Bhava. Now 1 minute on the clock. Be a little difficult for them to actually get this push on. The payload is all the way on the other side. 60 seconds left. Little Man even getting a punch on the easy clap. It seems like the red hand side just finding the number against the opponent. Little Man almost actually punching Sentinel there. But here go with the meteor strikes. Lone in the meantime. Nana boosted up. And that's going to be a shot to the Ember because 2 to the floor. Sound barrier in response from Hazi. Too late to save day. But Riptide going to try to make it work anyway. Isolating Lone right now. The Reinhardt looking like a cage beast instead. And with speed boost into play, this is Riptide getting in the face of adversity. Primal Rage there from Smile. Looking to get on out this time. Sleep Dart though will connect. There we go with the boop. Sentinel does get the punch though. And this Winston has to get topped up before anything else. Luckily for Thunder, he's ready with the Nano Boost. Gonna be a good way to just seal the deal here with a supercharged monkey into the field. Hazi in the meantime, going for the boop against that Reaper. But Sentinel catching out Little Man. Exactly the pick that they need. Self-destruct right here, right now, into the barrier. And Lone going for the charge, putting the Ana to the wall. EMP though here from Zion into the self-destruct. Will it be enough to get some chaos? And that is gonna be the damn DPS line completely blown to bits. Smile though, fighting for his life. Hazi getting the kill on the Rebirth. The Diva right now, as well as the Lucius, the only one left here for Bhava. But there we go with the DMAC. Easy clap, hugging the wall, not gonna work out. And this is Riptide with another huge one to make things happen with a 3-0 here on Watchpoint Gibraltar. Zion.
Play of the game.
Play of the game does go over to It's Nova. And that is the self-destruct from the Sombra, allowing this beautiful bomb to happen. 0-3 in favor of Riptide. This time, they have shown they are looking to be a cut above the rest and a cut above their sister team. Red cards all abound, and there you go. Watchpoint Gibraltar taken by the 8-armed side. It's been a fun show match so far, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying your time as well. We just took a little break there earlier on to give these guys a little bit of a rest. Yeah, now it's going to be 10:10 on the clock as we move into our next map, which will be HLC. It's been a while since we've seen that map to begin with, that's for sure. It has been so long since I've seen HLC actually into play to begin with. But you know, anyway, it's gonna be an interesting one here as we move into a 2CP map type. Can Riptide keep up with their momentum? It seems like as soon as we got into a payload scenario, that was really the gear for Riptide to shift into, and they just went for the push, went for the acceleration all the way through. And if this is a time trial, well, they are setting records by this point. In the meantime, it seems like Bhava is just struggling to keep up in those instances. Their offenses haven't really been the best. Their defenses are a little better, especially when they're able to set up. But when Riptide is really getting their momentum in their favor, that's where Bhava falls apart. In terms of those clutch plays, in terms of momentum, Riptide is very easily the type to go with the flow and go with whatever they can get. In the meantime, Bhava more on going for strategies, go on picks, go on opportunities. But in this day and age right now, it's Riptide able to just keep on with the pressure. There will be no opportunities for Bhava if Riptide keeps killing them one at a time, two at a time, or going for these staggers that Bhava is unable to get in position. But anyway, guys, we're going to be going into map number 4, and it is going to be HLC. Now, it has been a meme and a half for so long. In so many situations, it had to be reworked all around. But hey, you know, HLC, gonna be map number 4 into this one. Interesting enough, we still don't get Paris into the pool. And this is potentially our last map, but we can go a little more if the two sides agree to it. Maybe a 5th and a 6th later on. It seems like both sides are ready to go here to the moon. Let's strap on a rocket and then strap on to see which FES squad can really keep up and look for that playoff push. If you guys want to support FES, check their Twitter out. They're very active there. In the meantime, you might want to keep an eye out on the squads on the Battlefy for this season. They're looking for the playoff push. They're looking to make it all the way to the end. And hopefully, we get a few more PAC contenders. We see a few more PAC trials teams really having the players from the countries in question. But here we go, guys, into the action yet again. Lone Unknown, FES Sentinel, Thomas, Easy Clap, and Rebirth versus Smile, it's Nova, Zion, Little Man, Hazy, and Thunder. And damn, it's been a while, HLC. It has been an interesting bout to say the least. Remember when HLC used to have this as the entrance? I remember. A lot of things have changed, but HLC still looking the same. Let's get into the matchup, let's get into the action, and let's see this defense run that Ryan Diva yet again. What is this map? What is this map? What, we have not seen this map in so long, and so have you. The forbidden map? No, that's Paris, guys. That is Paris. And Thomas moving over to the right, so we're playing that doofus, Sentinel, with the Sombra. And honestly, not a bad composition here for FES Bhava. They can move around the map with Ryan Diva, drop on down, come back up. The Sombra can have a lot of space to work with, as well as the Doomfist. Interesting enough, they are going to be playing that Brig and Diana, so looking to play a little more defensive, a little more on to the crowd control aspect, and make sure that he can get the stun on anyone trying to climb this second floor. In the meantime, seems like Riptide is staying with a very tried-and-tested composition. Ryan Diva with their Doomfist, Lucia on as well, and Zion moving over to the Tracer. We haven't seen much of his Tracer besides the super clutch on Oasis Gardens, but Smile right now, being speed boosted in, just get rid of Easy Clap. Rebirth in the meantime, go for the top up. Can Lone survive? That's the real question. As the two Reinhardt's gonna go for the brawl. Fire Strike connecting onto Rebirth instead. Opportunity actually for Riptide to catch out Diana, and surprise, surprise, you'd think the Reinhardt was the target. No, it was the Grandma in behind. FES Riptide with the bait and switch to demolish the support line, and this is just Riptide with a systematic, automatic clinic of a show. One able to get that pick off onto Hazy, but by this point in time, this is gonna be Riptide looking to still go for the momentum. 65 scenario though, beautiful sleep dart, catching out the Doomfist there. Thomas wasn't ready for that one, and Smile with the fire strike from long range. Riptide now even thrusting Little Man on in yet again. 2 for 1 trade so far. Hazy back into the fold, catches out Lone, and here comes Riptide by this point. Just engaging as much as possible, looking to fight for the objective, looking to go for the capture. First stick almost taken here and now. No one on the point apparently, but Thomas gonna be able to get the kill onto Hazy. Hazy has been the casualty so far, but here we go with an added boost. Self-destruct, no, will get caught! And poor Lone as well as Easy Clap. It's a catch there that blows up in your face, and the only one left is gonna be Unknown, forced off the point yet again. Thomas tried to touch, it's not gonna happen! What a combo there from the Riptide squad. Look at that. Poor Lone. Easy Clap. Game caught in the Blast Rages as well. And Bhava. Seems like Riptide is just a league ahead right now in the past 3 maps. Past 2 maps, 2.5 maps you could say. Yes, the offense from Riptide, unrelenting. Sure, Thomas got to pick up onto Hazy not once but twice, but it just didn't matter. It was just Riptide keeping on with their speed, with their versatility, with the pressure. And what a sleep dart there from Thunder. What a self-destruct catch, unfortunately, by poor Lone. As we get into this one, Bhava gonna be on to the attack. Seems like they are looking to turn things around and change it up with the Symmetra on HLC. Now, Symmetra on HLC has had a pretty okay success rate, even at the higher tiers of play. It allows you a lot of teleportation routes, especially onto the point itself or to the high ground. But it seems like Sentinel is going to change things up onto the Reaper instead. Instead of teleporting his whole team, he can do it himself and just tear people apart from behind. Now into a brawly composition we go. Lucia Moira between Easy Clap and Raybirds. Lone and Unknown in the meantime. Gonna go for that Ryan Diva. And we'll see how this is gonna pan out for both of our teams. As Bhava moving over to the right hand side, gonna be rotating in a pretty primary way. Looking to get into the main area, looking to find the targets of opportunity. But at the same time, that's gonna be a turret set on up there by Zion. Spotting out the action, just making it rain. Rotation though, here from Bhava, and climb that staircase. And really, the builder strat's working pretty well on HLC. It's pressure from different angles, and shots keep on coming in a consistent way. The turret action right here, right now, TF2 reminiscent. The engineer is having fun on that high ground. And Lone gonna lose that barrier. He's been trying his best to keep everyone alive, but right now he's the one in a spot of trouble. Unknown though, D-Macking it's Nova, but it's just not gonna be enough. Smile, Little Man getting on the board. The Reinhardt falls on over. Thomas in the meantime gets punched up by Little Man. And a few trades here for Bhava to look to salvage things. Seems like the Lucia right now trying to find the opportunity against Hazy. But the Brigitte with the mace to the face. D-Mac right now onto Unknown. There's the stagger. Never mind. Little Man literally catches the Baby Diva with a punch. And Riptide, a solid defense yet again. Bhava with 2:45 on the clock. Still gonna have a lot of time to work with. But they are trying to get rid of the turret. They're trying to get rid of the positional advantage that Riptide is currently enjoying. Hazy though, staying on the high ground with the rest of his team. Smile, even going for the strike. But Little Man catching FES Sentinel out. Zion in the meantime went for the Molten Core already. Action onto the objective. Little Man able to get 2 Coalescence, keeping on with the pressure against Lone. And that is going to be Smile getting that takedown there. Shatter now available here for Smile. Unknown getting D-Mac, Rebirth falling on over as well, and Riptide with an easy pounce on their prey. It's just them jumping onto the points, catching out FES Bhava mid or in transition to their defensive positions, try and take the offense on. But in the end, it's just not enough here for Bhava. They're unable to get the play that they need. They're unable to get the position that they need. And right now, Smile with the RKO out of nowhere, dropping on down to get the slam. It really is going to be an earth-shattering experience, but Soundbar here from Music Lab might allow Bhava to keep this up. 4 for 4 trade so far. Self-destruct onto the point, doesn't actually catch anything. Lone with the barrier this time, and then Lone with his own bomb. And gets stunned up by Hazi. It's Nova going to be there as well. Molten Core right now. To the objective we go. And it is going to be a melting pot of culture as well as bodies. Because here comes Zion. And here comes FES Riptide. A minute 15 on the clock. 40% right now here for Bhava. They only need to get 2 ticks, but it's still not an easy task. Sentinel staying on the left hand side. Death Blossom is available. And we'll see some spots here from the Bhava's end. Londo marching forward. Easy clap, moving over to the right. That turret's looking unstoppable, honestly, forcing Bhava to move on to the left corridor instead. Good catch though from Thomas, but he gets left behind, unfortunately. Bhava still complete. Lone in the meantime out of position. And that is going to be the main tank falling on down yet again. Little man just so pesky. No real way to sustain. FES sent on low, playing it close. Kills a Smile in one fell swoop. Now that Blossom is available, Lil Man gonna get whittled down by the Coalescence. And Riptide trying to get on the inside, but it's such a struggle. Self-destruct though here from It's Nova. Will it lead to any kills? Seems like it's not the case. Unknown though, catching out the counterparts. And right now Bhava gonna be staying on to the corner. Londo charging on in yet again. The Torbjorn now doing damage that needs to be done. And gets another Molten Core into this fight. Melting down Lone and his scraps of armor. The turret gonna get the kill from behind. But with 10 seconds left, self-destruct might be the saving grace. Never mind, it doesn't happen. Unknown, where did your bomb go? Into the middle, block up by Smile. And with 2 ticks taken here for Bhava, it's not gonna be enough to get the objective. Can Sentinel clutch it out with a Death Blossom? Seems like the edge is not on his side. And Bhava running out of members yet again. Riptide right now is just a hurricane that won't be stopped. The typhoon that cannot be flood-proofed. And Riptide catches out Thomas to seal the deal. Easy clap, unable to touch. And it's a 3-1 advantage here for the red hand side. Will we continue? That's the real question. What map will we get into our next show match arena? Hazi though with play of the game and has been all Riptide for the past 3 showings. Play of the game for this Brigitte. And hold that left click strong, young soldier. You're able to make it happen. 0-2 in this scoreline. Times are tough here for Bhava. Can they come back into our potential next map? Will it be the last one? Will they be forced to concede to Riptide here? Because they already have 3 points on the board. If we're talking about score, if we're talking about if we go for a fifth or a 6th map rather, well, it is gonna be potentially only a tie at most here for Bhava. Yes. Riptide, so efficient with how they've been playing the past 3 maps. And I think our next map is actually gonna be the hybrid map of Blizzard World of all things. So give me a sec, guys. We're gonna be looking to get into Blizzard World instead. Will it be... surprising, they're not gonna be following the map order, per se. But hey, if it's what they need to practice, it's not bad whatsoever. And there you go, guys. Blizzard World gonna be our map number 5 into this one. You all want Scrimsdraw. I think we are gonna go actually to 6 maps. Actually, I'm not sure how many maps. How many more maps are we gonna have left? How many more we doing? This last or 2? The second to last. I'm just making sure that everything is okay. I don't mind. Up to you guys. It's up to you. Okay, so we are gonna get 6 maps apparently, and my overlay is gonna get borked after that one. So we could just say that's a bonus. Last one is gonna be Control. Okay. So 6 map is the standard for a 2-hour scrim block in the first place. And yes, Riptide is just feeling all the confidence right now in the world as we move into Blizzard World for our 5th and second to the last map. In the meantime, the real question is, can Bhava come back and get a map Bring them a little bit of that confidence moving into this weekend. It is a tough task, of course, for both of these teams, especially with OD happening at the same time. Weekends completely filled, 8 PM onwards. But now it's time to get into the action. We have updated things. 5 out of 6 right now. And Blizzard World gonna be the place to be. The amusement park, always a place for fun, for excitement. But right now, Bhava is a little shaken. But will they be deterred? Lone Unknown, FES Sentinel, Thomas, Easy Clap, and Rebirth looking for the comeback, looking to hold this defense strong into the first part of Blizzard World. But we have seen Riptide just let it rip. Literally go on momentum, push forward, get as strong as the mountains, and just basically dominate all the action throughout. Bhava slipping from their initial performance. It was a good endeavor on Hollywood. It kinda went wonky on Gibraltar. And HLC, a big struggle for them even though they got suit 6. But seems like Unknown is just taking Xander out onto the Paladin. Just trying to blow the statue up to Kingdom Come. Will Bhava finally get the defense that they need? Or will Riptide go for the full capture yet again? We'll see as we get into the 5th map of the FES Academy Showmatch. So the Sentinel initially targeting that Diva. 11% already in that EMP charge. I think it's looking good for Bhava so far. Very proactive play there, but Hazi actually getting the poop! And Lil Man knowing exactly where his teammate was gonna go for it, but unfortunately didn't get the connection. Thomas instead with a punish yet again from above. And the Blue Doofus actually catching out Hazi one more time. It has been the story of Hazi and Thomas so far since HLC. It seems like Thomas really having the Lucius number there as he tries to go for the wall ride consistently. And it really is an issue for many wall riding Lucia players. Is when you stay near the corners and the Doofus punches you, well, you are dead for sure. Right now, Bhava trying to make sure that they will stay alive. As here comes Thomas looking for the punch. Seems like the camera out of order there. But there you go right now, the Doofus trying to disengage. Sleep Dart though connecting on the Smile. Little Man in the meantime, Nana boosted up. Can he get the frag that he needs? No, he gets pinned! And here comes Lone right now onto the floor. Nana boosted up. He's trying to fight after the Sleep Darts. But without the shield, without the main tank there, that is just basically free shots from Riptide to connect. Where was the support? Apparently the Sleep Darts was all they need to shut Lone down. And Smile right now ready with that shatter. Thunder has been on points with many of these darts to connect. So for Bhava, a little bit of a reset, trying to figure out where to position. And here in the StarCraft area, looking to get to the high ground instead. In the meantime, seems like the Siege Stamp can be covered them. And Sentinel ready with the EMP, but doesn't have the angle. Finally though, with a half on the Smile, gonna shut it down. And Low with a shot to remember, puts two to the floor. Good comeback play here from Bhava. Not even gonna use the EMP for that. It's just a pretty quick Q from Lone to slam on down. See the two to the side. Forcing its Nova to also go for the reset. Zion though running around the map, making sure that he's gonna get the opportunity to go for the flank. The Soldier 76, a pretty quick hero, has been a little more popular in the ladder nowadays. But here we go, the Tactical Visor, immediately shut down by Unknown. We see the rest of Bhava going to the Cascade, and they get 3 kills so far. EMP right now though, looking to be into the field. Again, Sentinel get in position for this one. Self-destruct now into the back line. It's Nova, sees no targets. And that bomb is gonna get absolutely nothing. Lil Mando with the push force by the EMP, by the self-destruct rather. Gets the punish onto 1. 2 for 2 trades so far. This is gonna be Bhava looking to make sure that they can hold into the front line with a nano boost onto Easy Clap. Smile getting bullied to impunity, but Zion now onto the McCree he goes. We haven't seen the McCree too much today, but it's good to see Riptide actually play the Peacekeeper so far. Unknown right now with the shutdown yet again. This Diva is literally everywhere with those thrusters. Going for the boost right now, but the nano boost as well as the meter strike gonna give Lil Man a new breath of life. He's gonna go for the fight. He's gonna go for the engagement. Does get hacked up unfortunately by Sentinel. EMP at the ready here for Bhava. They've been saving his ultimate for quite a while already. Has been a solid effort so far at putting down the time back. Now here it comes. The EMP will connect on the 4, but still has he out of reach. What a play from the Lucia. Always in control of that. Self-destruct now in behind. Gets absolutely nothing. And Bhava really needs to capitalize on those EMP plays. Even with the sound barrier into play, they should still find an opportunity to get one. Seems like Hazy always in position to go for the counter against Sentinel. And Riptide just finding the push after the bomb has been triggered. It really was Riptide very afraid of that EMP coming, but as soon as it came, as soon as it get counterplayed, you can see the confidence back on the offensive side. Lunar even catching out Sentinel, juggling him to his demise. And the payload coming closer and closer to the reign of the Black King. Is lone FC touch? That's the real question. Doesn't happen. Self-destruct in behind. Could be a good opportunity for everyone else to reset and just die to the bomb. But it seems like Riptide is not gonna get much there. But we'll fight again against Bhava. Bhava's just trying to turn things around. Bhava is just trying to find a way to stem the tides, to stem the flow. And did a pretty solid job with 3:25 on the clock right now, but just isn't gonna be enough. It's Nova though, Deadeye available. Lone in the meantime, holding that shield up. With 4 ultimates ready to go here for Bhava, they can find the opportunity to regroup by the corner. Let's see if this is gonna be enough, as here comes the EMP! Sentinel! Gonna get 6! Meteor strike there from Thomas as well. And this is Bhava right now, cleaning things up yet again. Just a proper play there from Sentinel so far. Bhava looking to dominate, looking to fight. We'll see if Thomas can find things out. Unknown in the meantime, catching out Hazy. And this is Bhava going around the map as much as possible, trying to make sure everything is fine and dandy. Low Mando. Get on the way. Here comes Shannon right now for a smile. And Riptide fighting again onto this corner. It's gonna be a good medley of kills so far. Self-destruct even to mop up against Sentinel and Thomas. Riptide yet again with a team kill. Perfect way to go about things. In the meantime, let's just watch that replay on now. It's the shatter. Enough to set things up. And it's Nova realizing the situation, given the opportunity to throw that bomb into the backline. Now coming closer and closer. Bhava though in position to fight one last time. Unknown ready with a self-destruct, but here comes the Deadeye from Zion, looking for the zone, looking to find the targets. Will it be enough? That's the real question. No casualties whatsoever. Self-destruct right now, in behind, and the sound barrier. Not gonna be much. Unknown, unable to get the angle. Zion instead, 2 frags on the board. Sound barrier there from Hazy, and this is Riptide coming closer and closer to the end. Thomas might have to dive for that payload. Not gonna happen. Unknown falling on over in 1:30 this time. Riptide getting the full cap, sure, but it seems like Bhava putting up a better fight on this defense.
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Okay guys, we're back. Just made sure that everything is a little quiet on this side. And Bhava gonna be on the attack this time, making sure that they can try and come back. Not the worst time back this time, 1:30 for the Riptide squad. Still gonna be contestable if they get that full capture. We'll see if Bhava can actually play the momentum game, go all the way. They are gonna be looking to play the dive though, but it looks like this defense gonna be capitalizing with the Rhine Diva composition yet again. Zion in the meantime, onto the Torbjorn, back he goes. A while ago on HLC, pretty effective way to actually play the Torbjorn turrets. Now the real question is, will the Torbjorn see more play in this day and age of hero pools? We already know that Overload is a very strong ability, especially with that extra armor, especially with that fire rate at the proper hands. But always the problem of the Torb is that hitbox. Look straight in the middle. That's his critical spot. It's a good way to actually balance things out. But the Torbjorn, a very, very frail creature to begin with. Anyway though, there you go with the Fire Strike. Smile and Lone gonna be looking for the Ryan versus Ryan mirror. And interesting enough, it's Unknown moving over to the Zarya instead. So Bhava gonna be playing it close, gonna be playing it on the ground. Sentinel onto the McCree we go. But Smile actually catching out Rebirth. There's the Fire Strike 2 connects. And here we go with the charge. Good flashbang though from Sentinel. Stopping Smile along his tracks. In the meantime, Bhava trying to decide which way they're gonna go. It seems like they're looking for the disengaged. Lone all the way in behind already. Rebirth coming on back into the fold. Thomas hiding. They might be able to catch Zion here. To the turrets as well as the Diva. Putting on the pressure. Bhava looking for the reset already in behind. But they're taking their sweet time to get this push going. That initial frag onto Rebirth really hurting the chances of Bhava to go all the way in. And by this point in time, they are going to stick onto the left. Here we go though with the Deadeye. Sentinel priming it up on our rights. And it's going to lock on, but doesn't get much. Little man, Nana boosts up instead. One falls already. It's Rebirth's first casualty yet again. And Riptide with just one Nana boost, allowing themselves to get that confidence to push. Zion really trying to get the hammer on in against Sentinel. But the McCree, no nonsense there. Shuts that Torbjorn down. Still, it'll take a while for Zion to come on back. So an opportunity here for Bhava to go all the way in. Thomas swaps over to the Genji by this point. Zion gonna be coming on from spawn. And a sleep dart right now all the way from Thunder. He has been so solid at threading the needle and getting these sleep darts to remember. Unknown taking a nap there, but now waking on up to see that this push hasn't really gotten far. 2 minutes on the clock. Yet again, Bhava whittling down their time in every single push. Self-disrupt though into the Shatter! And that is gonna be a game, set, and match in this round of tennis. Because Smile hammering onto the ground instead onto the ball. Here we go with a pin onto Pool Rebirth. He knows he has to die already. And Diana turned into a pretzel there. You'll play it from Riptide. Find the combo opportunity. Gets the stun on. Meantime though, Meteor Strike available here for Hazi. Sound Barrier for Hazi, as well as the Meteor Strike rather for Lil Man. And in the meantime, it's an Nana boost available here for Rebirths with the Deadeye, the Rally, the Earth Shatter, and the Graviton Surge, all gonna be tools of this next fight. We'll see though if Lone and Easy Clap are gonna survive long enough to get their tools of the trade. As Unknown forced to retreat already, he's quite low. Here goes the Multigar though from Zion! It melts Easy Clap down. Seems like the rally not gonna be in order here, and now Lone gonna fall on over as well. Unknown though with the Graviton Surge, and this is an opportunity there. They're really gonna try their luck with a Nana boosted Zarya as well as Sentinel on the high ground. Multigar though into the field. Zion really trying to hammer him home, and Zion actually forcing Unknown to blow himself up. That's a Torbjorn though. The Torbjorn hammer. Apparently something to be fearful of. Sentinel staying on the high ground, being the turret to remember. But right now, here comes Bhava. They still have the numbers. They are gonna go for the rally. Shatter though, connecting on Stu, but a Sapphire from Hazi saving the day yet again. With half a minute left, can Riptide hold, or will Bhava finally be able to get this point on back? Dragon Blade might be into the card. Smile actually getting the pin, but Unknown with a perfect save there, killing the Reinhardt before casualty strikes. And Hazi crouching on the side, 80 scraping onto this lamppost. You can see the Lucio so pesky. But Bhava finally with a tick taken. They have the opportunity, they have the numbers on the points. And as overtime ticks away, the only one left gonna be Little Man, stunned up, taken down. Finally, Bhava gonna get a point yet again. And no full hold here, says the blue hand side. Riptide gonna be defending on the second aspect of Blizzard World. They finally done it, ladies and gentlemen. They finally come back. And Bhava might feel a little bit of confidence, but Riptide is still playing that Torbjorn and still took so much time away from the Bhava squad. So we'll see if the blue hand side can move as one and move with this momentum. In the meantime, Shatter available here for Small. Self-destruct from It's Nova! And Lone has to turn it around. That was really small, trying to get that pin. Rebirth getting caught in the blast rages yet again. It has been a terrible day at the office here for the always getting caught by those self-destructs, getting caught first in the push here on Blizzard World. And by this point in time, FES Riptide deciding, hey, we can play into the front lines, we can pretend that we are still defending the first points. And they catch out Lone trying to disengage. That's a mighty struggle here for FES Bhava. They're getting spawn camp, but with Hazi and Lunar, they're throwing their bodies to those invulnerable areas. It's gonna be easy pickings there from the safety of spawn. Self-destruct available here for Unknown, trying to fully smile, trying to get the catch. The stun gonna be enough to force the Reinhardt to hold his hands up and get taken down. Anyway though, still a pretty solid push here from Bhava. All things considered, Sentinel looking for the flashbang on, but doesn't get it onto Hazi. He's just being the biggest pest of them all. Payload now being pushed onto the undercard, and Unknown trying to leap into the fray. Speaking of the leap though, here comes Thomas. Nanoblade is out, getting juggled by the Doomfist. Not allowing him to get any kills. It has a good counterplay there from the Riptide squad. Space and time. Riptide having boats. Shutting down Thomas along the way, Sentinel on the target. Glowman instead shows up to get the punch on. And it's more assists, the blue hand side to reset yet again. Rebirth catching Hazi out, just making sure that the pest has been filled. And Rebirth has been the one who has been able to shut down Hazi and his movements alongside Thomas on the Doomfist. But by this point in time, it doesn't really matter. There's Bhava having 13 seconds left into this one. Zion actually hammering onto Unknown, getting that KO. Can anyone touch here for the Bhava squad? It's gonna be a big struggle and a half. Sentinel dropping on down, but gets spy grenaded on up. Can't even make it to the med pack. But as overtime ticks away, Bhava looking for an opportunity, looking for a reprieve. But it seems like Riptide will not give it to them. Unknown right now onto the Wrecking Ball. He gets turned into a wreck instead. And a Deadeye from spawn here for Sentinel doesn't pan out. It is gonna be Riptide with a 4-1 advantage. Takes the map 3-1.
Play of the game.
Play of the game goes over to Thunder on the Ana. And what did our red Ana do into this one? Going for the shots as much as possible, making sure that he can get the DPS on. And it seems like it really just is a supporting fanfare there from the Ana. There you go. At least Bhava able to take a point away from the Riptide squad. They've come back just a little bit, but it's not enough to take that victory. We are going to be going into a map number 6, ladies and gentlemen. Seems like our map scores just needing a little bit of that transition. And there you go. So far, 5 maps in. We only have space for 5, unfortunately. Oasis taken by Bhava there, but Hollywood, Watchpoint, Gibraltar, Horizon Lunar Colony, as well as Blizzard World, all going in favor of the Riptide squad. What does this mean between our academy teams? It seems like really Riptide just so very hyper offensive, so good at going momentum and really pushing Bhava to their limits that he can't even keep up with to begin with. Now, interesting enough, they're looking to make the Torbjorn pick work in many of these instances, and it's been fun to see the Torb, that's for sure. But hopefully that the Riptide squad is trying to use this as much as possible for practice. Now, our last map gonna be Busan. It's time to get into control yet again. Bhava was able to take one map earlier on in control to get a point on the board. Will they do the same here on Busan? That's gonna be the real question as we get into our last map of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a fun show match, but we are winding on down into Sanctuary. We start things off. Let's get into the matchup right away. Got Bhava on the left, down 3 maps, unable to take the victory, sure, but a win here on Busan might be able to salvage them this series. In the meantime, what does Riptide have? 4 points on the board, a commanding lead, and a commanding showdown to say the least. It has been all Riptide from the second map onwards. Will it be the same here on Busan? That's gonna be the real question. An enjoyable time so far. Bhava versus Riptide, one last go for the night.
You wouldn't believe what I learned.
So big shout outs guys to the FES organization for setting things up, giving us a little bit of that broadcast action, and just enjoying our time all throughout. Still though, Bhava in a spot of trouble here. They're gonna be trying to come back and win a map in their favor. In the meantime, Zion, enough of the Torbjorn, goes over to McCree. Can Riptide keep up with their momentum and take this map by storm too? That's gonna be the real question here. Zion now onto the McCree, little man onto the Doomfist. He's been really on that Doomfist all throughout. The real question is, will it be the show in open division? In the meantime, there goes the sleep guard going on to Smile. Brawl between the two divas. Lunar actually getting in position, Smile getting a kill onto one, but Lone with a tase on down. Bhava though, still a little bit on that HP department, struggling. They lose Rebirth first, and now it's time for Zion to go for the hits. A lot of damage potential courtesy of the Cowboy. And FES Riptide looking to get in position. Lone gonna be on a solo adventure yet again. Will meet the buy grenade there from Thunder into the shots. The red hand side. Easy capture there after the clash on the southern quadrant of the map. So far so good for Riptide. They are keeping up with exactly what they've been doing from map 2 onwards. And momentum heavily in their favor. In the meantime, Bhava gonna be rotating around, trying to find an opportunity to get the dive on. And we'll see if they can actually get a pick at the very start. Rebirth staying all the way on the other side. But watch out for Love Man. He's giving chase to Thomas right now. The Genji truly focusing on the Zion. But a clutch nano boost there from Thunder, keeping the McCree alive. It's going to be Riptide using the supercharge yet again to just whittle down the opposition. The McCree gets a flashbang into the headshot onto the poor Ana. And Riptide cleaning house one more time. There's just so much damage being taken here by Bhava so far. It really is Riptide able to connect on those shots and really force Bhava to move into spaces and places they don't want to in the first place. You can see how much of a pest Little Man was against Thomas in the first place. But here we go now with the EMP. FES Sentinel sacrificing his life to get the Nano Blade on in a proper spot. But will it be enough? Bhava only getting one yet again. Riptide always in position to get away from all the action. Self-destruct right now here from Unknown will get nothing and can't even remake because Little Man shows up right beside him, teleports behind you. Nothing personnel, kid. This is the Doomfist getting 2 frags on the board. And Riptide one clash away from taking the sweep by this point. 4 ultimates ready to go here for the red hand side. And Lone now jumping into the fray yet again. Shots now keeping on something. Sentinel with the pressure. Self-destruct though in behind. Gonna lead to a kill. Rebirth still in the blast radius. And another time the Ana gets picked off. 90% and counting. Here comes Riptide. Coming closer and closer. Decides to go for Lone first. Primal Race is available. And a Winston with an early anger there. Shattered right now. Connecting onto Lone. Sand barrier there from Easy Clap. Saving him momentarily. But it's not enough. Bhava having no numbers left. They still have Illusion to try and install. But can Easy Clap make it happen? Unknown actually on the Taika drum as well. And Sentinel getting the pick off, but Smile with the pin instead. Thunder looking for opportunities. Has the sleep guard available. Sandbarrier right now from Hazi to make sure that no one's gonna die anytime soon. And Lone right now getting ignored as the rest of the backline getting demolished instead. The Wrecking Ball sure and easy targets, especially if you can predict it. But at the same time, there are bigger targets of opportunity. The Ana falls yet again, and that is going to be the tank line getting decimated by the tail end. Riptide with a 100-0. It really is them with full momentum in this series.
Ready for battle.
Can Riptide seal the deal here? I believe this is still a best of 3 over a BO5. So if they take this one, that has to be game, set, and match. In the meantime, like we said before, Bhava was able to take a control map earlier on. Can they do the same? Can they make it happen? We'll give them a chance. They're giving themselves that chance, and they're really trying to fight for their lives into this one. Dive though here for Lone, and Lone gonna be on to that Ziva as well. Here we go. Nano Blade always in the cards here for Bhava. It's pretty much the bread and butter. Sentinel really assisting with those Sombra plays. But it seems like Riptide has been able to read how the blue hand side plays, and Lone right now all alone yet again. Gonna get caught into blast radius. See a little bit of a difference here for Bhava versus Riptide. Smile and its Nova having a little more chemistry compared to Lone and Unknown. We'll see if they can turn things around in this last map. Unknown trying to get on away, still getting vaporized by the Tesla Cannon. Micro missiles as well, getting the shots on Zion. In the meantime, might go for a swap, because this is Riptide getting that capture, and Bhava in the meantime trying to come on back with their composition. So Junkrat still is into the play here for Riptide. They're making it rain some grenades in the middle line, making sure that alleyway is not going to be a safe crossing whatsoever. Look both ways before you cross, but apparently when mines and grenades are on the field, on the path that you're trying to take, well, that is no way to go. Lone though, swapping over to the Reinhardt right now. Going for a few hammer swings. Hazi in the meantime with a boop onto Sentinel, and Thomas being juggled yet again. Thunder though, Nano Boost is available, top up is there. Riptide right now still trying to go for the fight, punching. Easy clap on the way. Progress now being held here by Riptide. An endeavor there from the Bhava squad to try and touch. I can really see that everything is falling apart here for Bhava so far. Riptide right now just systematic in their push, finding the ways to go for the retreat, go for the attack, immediately setting the pace and changing the tempo of this fight in so many ways. Now Riptide feeling confident enough to go to the spawn camp. Sentinel though given the opportunity to go for that EMP, tracking right now onto Hazi, shut down yet again. Lucio getting killed there, but here comes the Riptide, actually blowing up too. So whatever picks they got earlier on just gets erased into existence. Still though 2 for 2 yet again. Bhava right now with the self-destruct alone gets in position to block that one. And he goes for the charge. Does he get the pin? Yes, he does! Nova caught into his magnetic personality. And that is going to be a takedown perhaps onto the Baby Diva. Nano Boost though onto Little Amanda, trying to clutch it out yet again. Hero plays about here for Riptide. And the target of opportunity is going to be this Reinhardt. Soundfire though, self-destruct in response, but it's just not going to pan out. Because a good shield play there and good movement from the Riptide squad allows him to stay alive. Lone right now though with the shatter. And Thomas has the blade in hand. It's another 1-for-1 trade, but Bhava needs to make some value here with the sword in tow. It doesn't happen. EMP right now onto its Nova. Zion fallen on over. And as overtime takes away, finally Bhava gets it back. But how long can they actually hold this? 4v4 scenario so far. It's Nova with a sliver of HP. Not being able to stay alive. Hazi though, cashing out Thomas. Will Riptide really force things out? That's the real question. Seems like that's the show, because there you go with the boop onto Sentinel, Vibrant and connecting onto 2. And Riptide does not want to let up. They don't want to give this point. They don't want to say that, hey, we'll go for a reset. They want to win this fight here and now. And you can really see the confidence on the Riptide squad fully in their favor. Lone getting blown up yet again. And as overtime ticks away, Unknown right now juggling himself to get back in position. Zion though able to get to that Junkrat even with the Ripsire, and the fantastic journey of the haystack gonna land on the poor Sentinel. Self-destruct though from Unknown won't get much, and this has to be the game here for the side of Riptide. All they need to do now is catch the Genji, catch that Wrecking Ball, and force it off. It seems like that's gonna be the case, and GG is called. Riptide from being down 1 to winning all 5 left. Impressive efforts from the red hand side. Hazi though with play of game. Thank you for having me. But there you go, the Lucio getting that boop. It is gonna be one to remember here for the Academy squads. Well, Riptide can see confidence completely brimming in their favor. So there you go, guys. That was the show. Cards all abound for the Riptide squad yet again. Bhava putting up a good fight on multiple occasions, but just unable to really stay against the pressure, stay against what Riptide could do overall in a more consistent basis. Now what can say of the Bhava, all about getting that sync between that tank line as well as the rest of the squad, making sure that their supports don't die first. You know, a few issues there and then, but they do have really the more responsible play. They do have the capacity to try and find a way to come back together. But with Riptide's playstyle, that they are just going, they are just fighting, they don't really care. Like, sure, there are times where they reset, but when they get the point, when they get the capture, they really find these opportunities to go for the staggers, just destroy everything in their paths. And it really is just a tale of two ideologies. There's a little more passive versus very aggressive, and it seems like Riptide for Riptide it works out really well for them. But thank you guys for tuning on in. Thank you for the FES guys for setting this up. I know we were talking about this earlier in the past few months, but hey, it's finally happened. This is a good way to showcase their academy system, and hopefully we see more from these teams, as well as more PAC players showing up yet again. I know it's very difficult right now with us being Korea Open Division number 2, but hey, if we can play a little better, if we can find a way to get rid of that ping advantage, well, hey, we can make it. So we'll see what OD has to offer into the future. Hopefully we can get an English broadcast of PAC contenders as well into the near future. And till then, I've been Dax. Thank you guys for tuning on, and big shoutouts to FES. Use the command to check out their Twitter and go over and give them a follow. It's been fun. It's been great. Thank you guys to everyone who has supported and all of the follows and hosts so far. It's been a great night, and I'll see you guys into the next one. Peace, love. Have a great weekend.